Hey guys, thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell so you can be notified every time we get a new video. Today we're going to be doing 4 devastating Panantukan combinations. Let's get started. We call this the jab cross Sico series. And the jab cross, so everything's going to be off the jab cross today. It is a setup. The Panantukan basic, you'll start off with dealing with the jab, okay? And then the second punch, the cross that comes in, you will then deal with that with a Sico destruction, which is totally cool. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have never seen this before, okay? I've got so many goodies in my goodie bag, and so this is one of the ones that you don't see very often. So the first thing you have to do is, it's a jab cross, okay? So when he's gonna throw the jab cross, okay, and we just do jab and parry, if that's what you want to start off with, just to get your hands going, okay? But the idea is that when I do that, based on the way my hand deals with the first punch, first initial jab, will dictate how I use the Sico, which is the elbow. It's an elbow destruction. When he puts out that jab, the first one you're gonna do is you're gonna parry, okay? So when you parry, that cross comes in, this hand's gonna pick it up. I'm gonna give you guys some really good points right away. These 2 fingers go down to guide it. Don't use all your hand, okay? Don't manhandle them, okay? You don't want to do any of that kind of stuff because it's going to happen very quickly. This guy is going to fire off, bah, bah. You start off slow and you build up to that. But the idea is I'm giving you little pointers that you will never ever see. The jab comes in, I'm going to parry. So because I parry, my arm is vertical, okay? So when he comes in, I come in this position, he throws that cross, my hand comes straight up and hits there, okay? So again, 1 and 2. 1, 2. Notice how I stand. I stand in what I call operative stance. He comes in, I parry the first one, I come straight up. This is economy of motion at its best, okay? The reason why is because I'm parrying, my elbow, just all it does is go from this and then go straight up. That's it. That's it. This hand, all this hand is doing is, it stays right here, and when that other hand fires off, all you're doing is catching it and bringing that hand straight up to the other side. So 1 and 2, just like that. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, just like that. So that's the first one, okay? You want to do this with your partner over and over again, just like we did it, nice and slow. The second one is going to be the catch. So notice when I parry, my elbow is down. When I catch, my elbow is at a horizontal. So this next elbow is going to be what they call horizontal across. So when I come in here, I catch it, then I'm going to bring my elbow up to meet the punch. The jab goes, I catch it, he comes in with this one, and I come straight across. Notice, I'm still able to see my opponent. I don't want you doing this where you can't see. I want you to do this. Remember, this hand is guiding the other hand to the elbow. So we're going to go here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And see, he's trying to punch me in the face. All I'm doing is bringing the hand down just a little bit out of range of my punch and going here. So it's here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice, put his punch out. He can hit me. Okay? You see how deep he can punch? 1, notice I'm dealing with that. He goes 1, boom. And if he punches, the harder he punches with this hand, with his cross, the more it's gonna hurt. And most likely you're gonna break the knuckle, okay, or break the fingers. So the next one's going to be, so we went parry, we went catch. Now we're gonna do a phrase called Pugly butt. Pugly butt is where you parry, kind of do this like circular pattern right here. And that sets up for that elbow to be horizontal. So the jab comes in and I move it out. This is the best way to exercise this because it's a little bit more complicated. Just a little teeny more timing into this play is he'll do it and I'll do it. He'll do it, I do it. So you start off going off like this. You make sure you're obviously, see this, I'm coming down and I'm bringing it around. So it's almost like you could slap it down like that and bring it around like that. See that? So it's almost like you're gonna do a catch, but at the last minute, you kind of circle this out of the way. Once you have that down, you feel pretty confident about it. You start to get it, you circle it, okay, and he comes in with that other hand, and I'm coming straight in with that horizontal elbow. 1, 2, see that? 1, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's here, I go 1, and then I'm directing this hand in, and 2, okay? Number 4, the final one that you're gonna do is what they call waslick, just like this. You're gonna circle it out of the way. The arm is gonna be now in a horizontal downward motion. So practice this with your partner. So I punch, he does it, we go back and forth. Don't think you're gonna do this every single time. This is gonna create the pain, which creates the opportunity to move in and take that person out. That's how you're gonna win the situation. Comes in, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? Again, 1, setting up. 2, we bring that fist into my elbow, okay? And that's how we set that up. So when you start to practice this seriously, you wanna put on gloves because obviously you're gonna hurt your hand. This is very effective and it can break your hand. So we go 1 and 2. Now start off slow, like this. Okay, notice the person that's practicing, me, I'm doing it, I'm also keeping my hands up like this to practice. Just because I'm a partner, I'm feeding them, doesn't mean I shouldn't practice good body mechanics. So I'm going 1 and 2, 1, 2. Okay, and so then when he starts to feel a little more comfortable, you can speed it up. That hurt. Yeah, you can feel it in through the glove. It is very, very effective. Okay, then we do the catch. He's gonna catch, so 1, okay, and now he's gonna bring it up. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You see that? Very important. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2. And I speed it up a little bit. Make sure it goes diagonal up. There you go. Okay. Now we go to the third one. The third one is going to be Pugly. So we go 1. That opens this lineup. It's fascinating when you do this to somebody and you're the feeder and you throw that first jab and they do that Pugly, it turns your hand in and you're like, oh, smack. This person can hit me right here. So it's a great technique. It is a great strategy. When I throw that punch and see how he opens that line up? Okay. It's like, whoa, he doesn't even have to do, if I was just throwing a jab, he could come right down that line and hit me, bam. It would be super, what a surprise. So when you throw that punch and you start to experience it, you're like, holy crap, this person's opening up the line. That's the one thing that you want to notice. So 1 and 2. All right, now we'll speed it up. Okay, so now we're gonna go, the final one is number 4. Okay, so number 4, he's gonna waslick it down. So he's gonna do that. That's again, whoa, it opens you up. That opens up your guard. So 1 and 2, see that 1? And he's barreling down with that downward elbow. That's pretty scary stuff. Okay, now we're gonna speed it up. Backing my hand out of that. I'm telling you, you can feel it all the way through the glove. It is nasty, nasty, okay? So now the final frontier to this, the final thing to this is you're gonna do a combination behind it. So with this one, you can either do, if his hands are conditioned and he feels comfortable using his bare hands to punch on the focus mitts, great. If he wants to do MMA gloves, but you have to have open hand gloves to be able to parry Pugly butt and do the other techniques. Okay, so it's very important that you either have them, either you have the MMA gloves or you can do an empty hand here. Back to number one, he's gonna parry an elbow. So he parries the first one. Okay, he comes down and comes up and does that vertical elbow up. So 1, 2, see that? 1, 2, 1, 2. Right from here, he's gonna throw the cross, the hook, and the cross. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, he could do it that way. And this, because it's kind of a mid-drift position, he could also do the cross first. So depends on what's open. We go 1 and 2, he could come straight in with that hook, okay? Or he could go 1, 2, and right from this, he could also backhand with the, yep, and then go cross, hook, cross, bop, bop, bop. See, 1, 2, okay? So those are 3 different combinations that you could do. Now the second one is going to be a catch and then elbow. So he catches, vertical up, and then he's gonna throw a backhand, or he could throw a wedge, yep, and then he could do the hook, cross, and hook. Okay, that, if they're farther away, when you go 1, 2 like this, he wedges, okay, and then he throws a jab, cross, hook. Yep, so 1, 2, wedge, jab, cross, hook. 1, 2, wedge, jab, cross, hook. What do I mean by wedge? The wedge is a chop to the neck. If you chop that the neck properly, it'll knock him out, okay? A lot of people forget about the chop to the neck. I know it seems silly, chop suey, you know, you think of all these silly movies, but in fact, chopping to the neck, you can knock somebody out real quick with a chop to the neck. So we go 1, 2, chop to the neck, jab, cross, hook, okay? We don't wait for them to fall out. We finish up, okay? We always follow up. So 1, 2, good, good. 1, 2, yep. All right, so number 3, it would be Pugly butt. So we go 1 and 2, okay? When I do this 1 and 2, you're gonna have the chop, okay? I'll just have you do the same combination, jab, cross, hook. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, and finally we have the last one, which is the waslik. Waslik is to throw the hand out. He's gonna throw a downward elbow, and same thing, I'm gonna have you chop, okay? You're gonna just do it, jab, cross, hook. Let's keep it real simple. So 1, good. Okay, so there you have it. That is your 4 different ways. It's called the Jab Cross Sico series. This is a great way to develop your throwing elbows as your destruction on the fist. What a great exercise. Hope you guys enjoy this exercise, and comment down below if you have any questions about what we did today. Have a great day. Thank you. Hey guys, thank you for checking out our video today. Comment down below if you have any questions about what we covered today. Go to our website, pinnaclecombatarts.com. There you can find out more about what I do and the classes that I provide. Thank you guys so much for your support, and have a great day.